What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we got such an interesting day coming tomorrow. Like, guaranteed opals, which is nuts. Like, and the biggest thing is you can choose. Again, if you guys don't know, with these limited edition packs, you're actually able to choose what galaxy opal. 60 opals are available, and you can choose which one you want to get, which is absolutely mental. So, of these 6 cards, you guys can choose which one. So, I'm going to explain all of these guys. I'm going to go over their strengths, their weaknesses as cards in terms of animations-wise, and which ones you guys should be at least looking to pick up. So, obviously, this is kind of like a speculation video. This is based on these SIGs that we've previously had. This is all subject to change if they just completely juice up a card SIGs. 2K haven't done it yet, but it's coming. We just don't know when it's going to be. We've seen it in a lot of new cards having juice SIGs, but we have not seen it where a card has just gone from having, say, shift or base dribble style to shifty from one card to another. We have not seen that yet, so until we see it, we have to assume it's not going to happen. So, lads, and actually, to be honest, they didn't start doing that until Season 7 last year, to be honest. They really didn't. They did not start doing that for quite a while. It's just they did change jump shot timing last year because jump shot timing normal was very slow. But the 6 cards. First 2 up are Jaylen Rose and Derrick Rose. So with Derrick Rose, if you guys know about this card, he's going to probably get range extender. He's going to have 99 speed. He's going to be dunking on everybody. He's also going to have all of the D-Rose SIGs, which are insane. Mediocre behind the back. Actually pretty decent one. But quick dribble style D-Rose and D-Rose are an insane combo here. D-Rose release is really nice. Even on normal timing is super fast. So what you're getting with Derrick Rose is you are going to be getting the best 3 hunting point guard in the game. If you decide to go with Rose and choose Derrick, you're going to be getting what is probably going to be the best 3-point hunting point guard in the game. So you got to know how to use the guy. You're going to be getting a much better version of a Ja Morant. But if you're not good at kind of creating your own shot, Derrick Rose with an individual player, Rose isn't for you. I think Rose is really good. I think the guy moves well. I think the guy's going to shoot really well. I think he's going to be easily one of the better point guards in the game. But there are 2 more point guards coming out that maybe slightly better for a lot of players. But again, if you're someone like a Splash, if you're someone who relies on that 3 hunting and just players' movement, Derrick Rose is going to move better than any other point guard in the game. I would say this probably, if pre-left-right patch is would have been the best point guard in the game, but obviously that patch happened months ago at this stage, happened in Season 2. But yeah, for Jaylen Rose, however, if you want a 2-guard, simple as, he's almost certainly going to be outplayed too. He's got ridiculously good SIGs. Absolutely ridiculous SIGs. He's not going to be playing point guard. He's either going to get range or you're going to be able to give him range. His release is super easy to green. He's got obviously quick dribble style, go behind the back, and he's 6'8". He's going to be one of the best 2 guards in the game. And that's a stacked position. He's going to be one of the best. If you need a 2 guard, pick Jaylen Rose. That's simple as that. Because again, I know a lot of people, you might be there okay, perfectly content with Gary Payton at point. But for example, you might be using trying to think who you could be using at 2. You could be using Buddy at the 2. And you don't really like Clay. So there's no other really somewhat affordable option. And if you are buying the packs, then maybe Jaylen Rose could be for you. Okay, so that is the first 2. Then we have got Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards. So for Anthony Edwards, he's going to be a really nice shooter. He's going to be an unbelievable dunker. He's going to 99 driving dunks. He's getting all of that stuff. He's going to be a pretty good defender. And he's unfortunately got base dribble style. Harden behind the back's okay. Base 80 or normal. Base 80 or normal is a really nice cone release. So pick up Anthony Edwards if you are a Minnesota Timberwolves fan and you really like Anthony Edwards. That's all I can say. If you are a Timberwolves fan and you really like Anthony Edwards, then maybe go for it. Honestly, that's a situation where you're like, you know what? You can make your choice. Make your choice. If you if you are sacrificing a little bit of the ability, like he's going to be at a similar level to like a Devin Booker, but that's kind of it. He's not going to be at that elite level 2 guard. He's not going to be that elite level card at the 2 guard position. So just always just be aware of that. He's going to be fine. Like he's going to be perfectly fine. But unless you're a huge Timberwolves fan, I wouldn't advise it. And it's the exact same with Karl Anthony Towns. So like Karl Anthony Towns has got a not great release and he can't move. Like the Giannis Antetokounmpo crossover used to be super cheesy, is not anymore. He can't really move. Like even they can give him half quick for his step, the big dribble, sorry, I misread. That's power dribble style. Okay, if they go and give him half quick for his step, like an 85 ball handle, he could be something. He really could be something. Like Karl Anthony Towns one, like I'm not gonna jump the gun on him because if they give him like ridiculously juiced stats, his release is bad, but his release is not bad enough that it's unusable. I don't think they make him better than Embiid. It's been out there. The reason why I thought I was so low on him was I thought power with big dribble style. Big dribble style can't do explosive behind the back. They trip over the feet when they do a crossover. But power dribble style is not terrible. So it all really depends with Cat. There's no point even talking about Cat because it really all depends. Like I'd be very confident we roughly know what we're getting with Derrick Rose. We roughly know what we're getting with Jaylen Rose. I think Jaylen Rose has... The weird thing is I actually think Jaylen Rose has the potential to be the best, even if he's not a point guard. I think if they just give him ridiculous stats for 2, he could potentially be the best of all of these cards. Because there's so many good point guards in the game. And I think there's a lot of good 2 guys in the game, to be honest. I just have a weird feeling Jaylen Rose is going to be best of all these. But Karl Anthony Towns, I'd wait, but it's almost certainly going to be the case of if you're a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, you really want Cat, go and get him. Ty, you can go get Cat. Don't worry. The game's about having fun. If you have fun using your favorite players, because there are different types of people. Some people like using cards they enjoy in the game, and some people like using their favorite IRL players. There's no correct or incorrect way. Like I know the guys who just love playing with their favorite players and building their fantasy team like to hate on guys that actually just abuse the meta, and then guys that abuse the meta just like to call the other guys terrible at the game. There's probably some truth to both of them, and probably some merit to both arguments. But yeah, Lonzo Ball though, this is where it gets really interesting because the 3-point guards. So Lonzo Ball, he's got shifty dribble style, a bum release. Like that release is terrible. But he's got Trae Young behind the back, shifty dribble style, Kobe size of escape, Iverson combo. And he's going to have ridiculous defense stats. Like this is freaking gold with 83 lateral quickness, 76 steal. The guy's getting half interceptor. I'm just putting it out there. The guy is getting, without question, getting half interceptor. He's getting half clamps. He's probably getting half menace. He's going to get at least a 93 ball. He's going to have at least 93 speed. He's going to have at least a 90 driving dunk. And with that shifty dribble style. Basically, what you're getting with him is he's probably going to be very similar to LaMelo in terms of just the way he plays defense. Because they're both similar player build-wise. And they're both going to have half interceptor. Whereas Lonzo can probably guard ball better than LaMelo can, but let's be real, most people aren't going to be using... Actually, no, a lot of people will use Lonzo to guard ball. The thing is that it's basically, is shifty dribble style worth having a terrible release? For a lot of people, that's a yes. For some people, that's a no. He will be debatably the best point guard in the game, but also debatably the best point guard in the game is going to be James Harden. Why is Lonzo a 2 guard? Why? I can't even want to talk about it. He's a freaking gold. Why is he a 2 guard? But then we got James Harden. So lads, James Harden. This James Harden is usable. I don't know what it is. Everyone has used James Harden all year. We all know how good James Harden is. This is another potential best point guard in the game. His dunks are unblockable. His release, while a little bit slow, is one of the smoothest in the game. His dribble style, his own dribble style, is actually pretty decent. His own behind the back is decent. His just own overall just dribble moves are decent. He has the Harden shuffle, where it's not quite the Curry slide, but it's the closest thing we've seen to the Curry slide. It's not the Curry slide, where he can get a whole bunch of space off that, and he can burst out of it really easy. I'm telling you, the guy is that dude. There's no other way to describe it. Like, this card is still freaking good. You can still run this diamond in pretty much any setting, and he will cook for you. Offensively, I think he might be the most versatile. I don't think he's going to be as good a 3-hunter as a Derrick Rose who can go left-right. And maybe he's not going to dunk as well, but I think his just way of scoring, he might be the most versatile offensively. As well as that he's 6'5" with a 6'10" wingspan. He's 2 inches taller than D-Rose with a 2-inch longer wingspan. So he's going to be a better again, he's an OPAL. They're going to juice his defensive stats. They're giving him at least gold clamps. They're giving him at least gold, or they're giving probably half, because this one has gold clamps. Probably giving him half clamps. I'm giving him at least gold interceptor. Like, he's going to be a really good defender. So with the point guard situation, it's really, really difficult. If you want an all-around offensive player that's tall-ish, like that's big. To be fair, he's only an inch smaller than Lonzo, but he's a longer wingspan. They're about the same size player build-wise. If you want a big point guard who is just really, really nice offensively, and will be a good defender, you can also get away with not having shifty, Harden's for you. If you want a better Gary Payton, if you want a defensive point guard with shifty dribble style, a good behind the back, who may not be the greatest shooter in the world, but is also 6'6" and will have an unbelievably good driving dunk, and will also be able to shoot from deep if he's wide open, then go and get Lonzo. But if I were to advise you guys, like, again, pick who you want. At the end of the day, pick who you want. If you want to use Anthony Edwards, use Anthony Edwards. But the way I would go is, if you're buying one box, first of all, I would strongly advise you guys not to buy a box. These are going to be close to 100 quid each. But people are going to buy a box, and at the end of the day, I gotta give tips. Like, this is my channel. My tip is to not buy any of these, but I gotta say which ones are going to be the best to pick up. So, for me, it would be pick a point guard. It would literally, if you're buying one box, pick a point guard. Pick a point guard. The likelihood is that they're the 3 best point guards in the game. Pick a point guard. As well as that, keep an eye out on Jaylen Rose. Like, he may not be the most hyped name, but keep an eye out on Jaylen Rose, because with his SIGs, his release, his height at that 2-guard position, he has the potential. Like, he's the most potential of all of these cards. Like, the card with the most potential is Jaylen Rose. So just honestly, maybe not have him as your 1 or 2. Maybe not have him as your main option, but just keep an eye. Because if you are cool at the point guard position, if you really like the guys you're running, and you're kind of worried and you're like, okay, I just want a 2-guard, I'm going to buy it, and Jaylen Rose ends up being the best card, don't worry about it. You can go with that. But I think it'll be probably pick a point guard. And all 3 of these point guards are going to do different things. So it becomes really, really tough. It all depends on what you need. Again, if you need someone who can score and kind of, if you need a flat out 3-hunter speed demon, get Derrick Rose, who might lack a little bit in the defensive end. If you need a offensive player who might be all around slightly better than Derrick Rose on offense, in terms of his entire game, but it's very, very close, who will be slightly better on defense, get James Harden. If you guys need a lock, get Lonzo Ball. If you guys need a lock who can sometimes shoot the ball with shifty dribble style, who can dunk and also kind of initiate your rim running offense, go get Lonzo. So for me personally, from my playstyle, I think Harden's the one that would suit the most. But I know for a lot of people are literally waiting the whole year for Derrick Rose. And then I know a lot of people waiting quite a while for Lonzo, because he's probably going to be a slightly better than that. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.